Thanks everyone for joining the session. So if you see here, right? Uh, so internet, do we have only Google? In internet, do we have only Google router? Sorry, Google IP. You're only accessing Google?
No.
No, right? There are millions of websites. You may see millions of IP addresses, right? There are a lot of websites, and each website will have a IP address. Okay. Suppose in internet you may see lot of information, lot of routes you will see. Suppose 1 lakh routes you will see. 1 lakh routes. Now tell me, this 1 lakh routes will convert into type 5. Yes or no? All R will be redistributed into OSPF, right? And all 1 lakh routes will be converted into type 5. And you will see 1 lakh routes on all devices in OSPF domain. Yes or no? Are you getting my point?
Yes, yes.
Generally, yesterday
Yes,
we have seen only 8.8.8. 8.8.8 is converted, I mean redistributed into BGP, okay, and then you will see 8.8.8 in TIFA LSA, right? So in internet you may see 1 lakh, more than 1 lakh routes. Just I am considering one. There are 1 lakh routes which is coming from the ISP. All the 1 lakh routes you will see here, and you will see 1 lakh TIFA LSS. 1 lakh TIFA LSS. Now the question is, the area 0 core network, it is having ASR 9K devices, but these are the other areas, right? It is having ASR 903, very small devices. These small devices cannot, install all 1 lakh routers, all 1 lakh LSS. It can up to support only 10,000 type 5 LSS, I mean 10,000 routes only. It cannot support huge routes. So then in that case, we have a big problem, right? Yes or no? Hello? We have a
Yes,
big problem. So
yes.
what you need to do, you need to minimize the type 5 LSS. What you need to do, you need to minimize the type 5 LSS. That's why we have a features. So what feature we have? Stubby feature. What is that? Stubby area. Okay. What is stubby area? Can create any area as a sub area. Expect area 0. Why area 0 ని stubby area కాన్ఫిగర్ చేయము అని అంటే, ఇది బ్యాక్బోన్ ఏరియా, అండ్ బ్యాక్బోన్ ఏరియాలో ఐ మీన్ దిస్ ఇస్ a backbone area. In this backbone area, each and every route should be there. So that's why you cannot configure area 0 as a stubby area, and you can configure other areas, edge areas, as a stubby area. Suppose in area 20 I'm configuring this entire area 20 as a stubby area. So if I configure area 20 as a stub area, what will happen? Who is the ABR in area 20? R2. So this R2 will stop advertising type LSS. Okay. This area 20 ABR will stop advertising type LSS. Understood? Then if it stop advertising type LSA, how can you reach to Google? Simple. This ABR, instead of advertising type LSS, it will install only one LSA, that is called default summary LSA. What is that? Default summary LSA. So, like it's a default route. It's a default route. See what is that? 0.0.0.0. Okay. Link state ID will be 0.0.0, and advertising router will be ABR router ID, R2's router ID, 2.2.2. Okay, so this LSA will be generated, and it will go to all the routers. So these routers will inject a default route towards 2.2.2. Are you getting my point? So if you have a default route, it will go to the gateways, right? R5 gateways, R4, R4 gateways, R2, like that. So all the packets will go to R2. R2 have a reachability to the internet. So now type LSAs will be minimized. Guys, understand what is stub area? If you configure area as a stub area, in that area ABR router will stop advertising type LSA. Instead of advertising type LSA, it will install default summary LSA. It's a default route towards ABR. Everyone understood? Shall we do lab? Hello.
Yes, Sandeep.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is a feature. So let's go to the R5. I'm on R5. Okay. Okay. Everyday. Okay. So how to configure stub area? Simple. Go to the configuration mode. So go to the router OSPF 110. So which area is the stub area? Area 20, right? Type area 20 stub. See, stub is a type of area. That's the reason OSPF is going down. See, in yellow packet, the type of area should be matched. Here R5 is a stubby area, R4 is a normal area. So area type is not matched, right? So that's why OSPF went down. We need to quickly change it. Let's change it. So I'm on R4. Guys, everyone understood what is stubby area. It's a simple one only. Go to the config terminal, router OSPF 110 and area 20 stub. That's it. Now towards R5 it came up, towards R2 it down. So now here go on R2. In R2 you have two areas. One is area 0, area 20. You have to carefully do that. Okay. In R2 you have area 20 and area 0, right? So you must do carefully. Okay. You should not do area 0 as a sub area. See config terminal, router OSPF 110 and area 20 sub. Now you have configured entire area 20 routers are a stubby area. Now what will happen? This R2 will stop advertising type LSS. Can we see now? Going on R5, see, do show IP OSPF database.
You're
Or
checking at R2.
I'm checking at R5. See,
Sorry.
so are you seeing any type LSS now? Hello?
No,
Are right. Now the question is, if you don't have any type LSA, do you really need a type 4?
not required.
Not required, right? Type 4 is it will tell you who is ASBR. So it's not required, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Not required.
So that's why see all type 5, type 4 LSS are gone. Your it is minimize the database and you will see there is a default summary LSA. So whatever I was showing here, right? Same thing you can see here, right? Yes or no?
In type 3.
In type 3 you will see default summary LSA. Let's try to ping Google now. It's pinging, right? That's the thing. This is called stubby area. So what is stubby area? The stubby area will stop the type 5 LSS to minimize the database. Instead of type 5, it will inject the default summary LSA. Okay?
It will bring
Yeah.
default, the
Yes,
default
yes.
route.
Yeah, it will bring default. See, check the table. Do show IP route. It will calculate internally.
Achha, okay. Okay.
It will automatically create a see OSPF default route. It's a OSPF default route via 45.4. Okay? This is it. This inter area route default route. Okay. Yeah. Are you seeing it the default route in routing table?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Now my question is, do show IP OSPF database? I the question is, I have lot of type 3 LSS. I don't want this type 3 LSS in my database also. Then simple. You can configure a totally stubby area. If you configure area 20 as a totally stubby area, it will stop type 5 LSS as well as type 3 LSS. You'll have a default summary LSA. So shall we do that? So how can you do that? Simple. Area 20 stub, just advertise no summary. No summary means no type 3 LSA. So this is called totally stub area. Okay. Just this command no summary to all. Okay. No summary. And let me go on R2. Give no summary. Then now go on R5. Let's check. Do show IP OSPF database. See, the age is increased. Now it's gone. See, type 3 LS is also gone. You will see only one. Yes or no? Everything is gone now. Can we ping 7.7.7 now? Here, I am on R5, right? This is 7.7.7, right? R7 router. Area 18 R7 router. Can we ping? So do ping 7.7.7.7. I'm pinging. So understood, right? These are the OSPF features, very important. Stubby area, it will stop type 5 LSS. Totally stubby area, it will stop type 3 LSS. As simple as that. If you okay, I'll move to the NSSA area. Understood, everyone? Come on, guys, why are you be so silent?
Yes, sir. Understood. Yes, yes,
Yeah,
sir. Then
yeah, very simple. Okay, now let's discuss about type 7 type 7 LSA. Again, I am asking, do you have any questions on this stubby area, totally stubby
So
area?
only we can make the area stubby area where there is no ASBR, right? Or
It's
some
not like there is no. It's not like there is no HBR. You can make the stubby area only on edge areas. You can say not on a backbone
edge.
area. Okay, edge areas mentioned as a edge areas. Okay, so someone is not able to ping. Who is that? Nagendra. Are you there on this call? Nagendra, are you there in this call? Okay, fine. Let me discuss about this. Yeah, now you can see, right? Stubby area is done. Totally stubby area is done. And NSSA area. What is NSSA area? Simple. First of all, let's understand your requirement. Guys, everyone, please focus. How many people are here? Everyone, focus here. Everyone. Okay. So now the thing is NSSA area. What does it mean? I will tell you. Before that, you need to understand your requirement. So this is my organization. Okay. This is Tungabhadra Networks. So this is area 18. In this area 18, I'm extending my network. So it means in this building, I'm going to install a server. This is called Cloud Lab server. So this is my Tungabhadra network server. Okay. This is my server. Everyone should access. In my in my Tungabhadra company, everyone this server should be accessed. Okay. Everyone this server should be accessed. Now the question is here. Now the question is here. So you configure BGP between this server. I mean, here also you have a router generally. So you configure a BGP between these two, okay? And you will have a, you know, whatever it is, you are redistributing BGP to OSPF. Then what will happen? This is ASBR, right? So what it will generate? It will generate a TIFA LSA, right? It will generate a TIFA LSA. This R9, right? You can consider, you know, 1 second. What is the IP address? This is. Let me go here. I think it's 9.9.9. Okay. So it's 9. This is 9.9.9 is a route. Okay. 9.9.9.9. Now the thing is, I'm redistributing from BGP to OSPF here. So what will generate? This is ASBR, right? This ASBR will generate TIFA LSA, right? TIFA LSA. And in this LSA, you will see 9.9.9 is it link state ID and 7.7.7 is the advertising router. Okay. Yeah. This is it. Now, my requirement is, please go on mute. My requirement is, so this is a general process, right? Everyone, please go on mute. Okay. So so this is a general process, right? So here R7 between R7 and R9, I configured a BGP and I redistributed this into OSPF. Then R7 will generate a type 5 LSA. Once it is redistributed, and it will in the type 5 LSA you will see this, and this type 5 LSA will go to each and every domain. Okay, my requirement is yes, whatever the 9.9.9 is there, right? Everyone in OSPF they have to reach. So by default, if you redistributed right through type 5 LSA, you will reach. But my requirement is I don't want to allow any type 5 LSAs from Google. Whatever the routes which are coming from Google, right? I don't want to see any type of LSS because there are 1 lakh routes are there. I cannot manage it. Okay. In area 18, we have a small routers. There are 1 lakh routes which is coming from Google here. I don't want that. See this. It is simply you can see this. This type of LSA which is coming from Google in my area 18. I don't want that. However, I have only one single server. It's my own server. I want this in my area 18 as well as all the areas. How it is possible? You understand the requirement? Your requirement is you want to stop type LSA from Google and you want to allow type LSA from server. How it is possible? If you want to stop type LSA from Google, you need to configure area 18 as a stubby area so that this R3 ABR will not advertise type LSA. But if it is stop, if you configure a stubby area, this R7 will not generate any. It will generate a type and it will not advertise into area 18 because you configure your area 18 as a stubby area. So the problem, right? You can do only one thing here. Either you can do stubby area to stop type LSA, or else don't do anything. It will send to each and every OSPF router the type LSA, the cloud server information. But area 18 you don't want other because you don't want Google type LSS because it's a 1 lakh routes. These routers cannot handle those, right? What you need to do? Off, right? Uh, do you understand my question, everyone? Hello, hello.
Yes, the scenario is understood.
Understood, right? Okay. Now there is a way called NSSA. What is that? NSSA. What is this NSSA area? Simple. And if you configure area 18 as a NSS area, it means not store stubby area. If you configure area 18 as a NSS area, whatever you are telling the requirement, that will be fulfill. How? Let me tell you. Now you configure area 18 as NSS area. So whatever the type LS is, right, which is coming from Google, this R3 successfully will stop. So whatever it is coming from type LS, right, everything will be stopped by R3. So R3 will not install any type LSS into R18. That one condition is satisfied. And now there is another condition. What condition is this? Now you redistributing this all R9 into R7, right? Now what you need to do? It will generate a type I, right? So generally, but you configure this as NSSA area, right? Now instead of generating type I, it will generate a type 7 LSA that is called NSSA LSA. Okay, all this information will be new type of LSA. Okay, you have a problem with type 5, right? If you configure, so that's the reason it will generate a type 7 LSA, and this type 7 LSA will be there in only area 18 because area 18 is a NSSA area. Okay, now if it is within the area 18, how come this cloud server will be reached from other routers? This 9.9.9, how come the other area routers reach? So what will happen? ABR, right? This ABR, okay, let me put this aside. So this ABR receives this type 7 LSA because R3 are also part of NSSA. Now this is ABR, right? What it will do? It will convert from type 7 to type 5. So it means it will convert from type 7 to type 5. And this entire type 5 LSA will tend to, you know about type 5 LSA, right? What type 5 LSA is, the scope of type 5 LSA is, it will send to all the routers in each and every area. Now area 0 receives this type file LSA and area 20 also receives this type file LSA. Remove stubby area, generally it will show you. Now the thing is, this R5 receives a type file LSA to reach, so now it is converting, right? Who is converting? R3 is converting from type 7 to type 5, right? Now, what is advertising router here? Can anyone please tell me what is advertising router here?
R3.
Yes, 3.3.3 because R3 is converting, right? Yeah, now R3 is generating type converting type 7 to type 5 LSA and flood into entire OSPF domain and R5 received it. Now the thing is to reach external prefix 9.9.9 you need to reach 3.3.3. Do you know area 20 how to reach this 3.3.3? They don't know. That's why this R2 ABR will generate a type 4 LSA again. One type 4 LSA will generate. And what will have this information? To reach 3.3.3, reach out to me. That's it.
2.2.2.
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe, maybe R.
ABR. This is a process, guys. Okay? Very simple. And if you understand the concept, it is dead easy. Okay? So what I can do now is let's remove NSSA area. Sorry, let's remove stubby area on area 20 because if you configure a stubby area, type file LSS you will not see, so we cannot do our lab, right? So I'm going to do no area 20 stub. I'm going to configure.
Just a moment. Even though if we make a stubby area over here at area 20, it will
Mhm.
have the default route, right? It
It
can
will
still
have,
be,
yeah, it will have a default route.
still he will be able to reach that cloud lab
Yeah,
through default route.
still it can reach cloud lab, but the thing is, I want to show you the lab with type
Okay.
file LSS converting all the stuff.
Yeah, got
That's
it.
the reason. Yeah. Okay. So I'm removing it and go to R2. I'm removing it. And now R5C, I already redistributed. So see, to show IP OSPF database. See, now I have received 9.9.9, right? See here, I'm on R5. I'm receiving 9.9.9 and 7.7.7 is the type file. Are you seeing it or not? Sorry, here it is 7.7.7. The type file LSA, right? So this is converting. I think what it is showing here. One second. Where are we now? R5. Why it is showing 7.7.7 here? It will not show 7.7.7. It will show 3.3.3 here. It's 200% true. Maybe it is a bug. Generally, because type file LSA is converted by ohm. It is converted by R3. So R3 is generating type file LSA. 200% 3.3.3 is the advertising router. It may be bug, guys. Okay. Yeah.
As of
Now,
not configured NSSA, right?
sorry. I think
NS,
yeah. Sorry, I did not configure NSSA. That's the reason. Yeah, it's not a bug.
Correct.
Yeah. So it's a just type file LSA. It is just a type file LSA, guys. Okay. 7.7.7. Just a type file LSA. Okay. Cool. Let's configure R3 in NSSA. Okay. R3, R6 and R7. Let's configure R7. I'm on R7 router. So okay, just configure terminal. How to configure it is simple. Area, uh, look, go to the router, OSPF 110. It's area 18, right? Area 18. What is it? NSSA. So give NSSA. That's it. This is only one simple command. Okay. Just configure this in R6 as well. So I am not able to, I don't want to waste time to maximize the screen. So quickly configure it. Router OSPF 110 and area 18 as a NSSA. Done. Now go to R3. See now here. Configure terminal. Router OSPF 118. Sorry. What is this? 110, right? Okay. Area 18 NSSA. Okay. Area 18 NSSA and R16 also. OSPF 110, R6 and R7 as well. Okay, done. So now you will see here. Okay, let me maximize in R6 router. In settings, I have configured NSSA. If you see right on R6, you will see new type of LSA, right? See, do show IP OSPF database. See, oh. So now you will see type 7 LSA, right? New type 7 LSA. Who is generating this? 7.7.7 router is generating type 7 LSA. So 9.9.9 is the cloud server IP and 7.7.7 is the, you know, 7.7.7 is a ASBR, right? This is ASBR border router. It is generating new type 7 LSA, and this type 7 LSA is within the area 18 only. Okay. So what will happen? This R3 router, right? This R3 router will convert the type 7 into type 5. See now. Okay. See now. So to show IP OSPF database, right? Right. This R3 is a two areas. It is having two areas. In area 18, it is having type 7 LSA. See, closely observe here. In area 18, it is having type 7 LSA. This type 7 LSA is converted into type 5. See, 9.9.9 is converted into type 5 and the advertising router ID is 3.3. Are you getting my point? This type 7 is converted into type 5 here. Are you seeing it or not?
Yes,
Hello?
yes,
Right?
yes, same.
Yeah. And in, you know, so it is removing now because I have configured NSSA, right? The age is increasing. This 8.8.8 will be removed soon. So see, it will be removed soon. Okay. Now, if you go on R5, right? So earlier it was showing 7.7.7 because that time I don't configure NSSA. Now I configure NSSA. You will see 3.3.3 now. See, right? Who is converting? R3 is converting type 7 into type 5, and this is it. So this is type 5 LSA and type 4 LSA also you will see. To reach 3.3.3, reach out to me first. This one. Okay, understood? So now let's ping. Okay, do ping 9.9.9. It's pinging. Do ping 8.8.8. Both the servers are pinging, right? This is a lab. Anyone having any questions? This is all about OSPF. We discussed for 5 days. Okay, we have covered everything. Anyone having any questions here about NSSA? Hello, are you listening, guys?
So that configure this stubby that is called full routes, right?
Sorry,
Full routes,
what is
default routes. People will ask in usual format actually.
your voice is not audible properly.
It is fine now.
Yeah, please go ahead. What is your question?
No, but normally in organization, I've seen some questions from the customers. Okay, because I'm from the ISP part, so people will ask for the full routes and default routes.
Full routes and
Is this,
default routes.
uh,
Why customer are asking routing?
I'm not sure about that their requirement, but they will ask full routes we require. Sometimes they will say default route
Yeah,
is enough for us.
okay.
Is this the
So
same concept, right?
yeah, so no, no, no. If they are using OSPF, you can the concept. There is a customer. You can mention that customer into this one area. Okay. So tell them if the customer only needs default route, configure that customer area as a stub area. Okay. If they need full routes, right? Okay. Don't configure any route as a stub area, any area as a stub area. You can see full routes.
So 9 lakhs routes will you get?
Yeah, 9 route lakhs will be reject, but the customer should install huge devices to accept those 9 lakhs. routes. It means it's a it 9 lakh routes is a huge, right? To
Correct.
accept those routes, they should have a good memory, RAM and ROM and all, right? Yeah. Okay. Jai Shri Ram, are you joined the class? Sorry. Jai Shri Ram is 4286.
And what could be the capacity that can handle the 9 lakh routes?
Sorry, what is that? I that is 9 lakh routes is a just a example, guys. It is just an example. You may see 1 crore routes in real time.
Hmm. To
Okay.
handle that, how much can it be a minimum or something?
Sorry, you're asking exact statistics or what?
No, any memory that specification is required for the router to handle that routes.
That you need to ask sales team. Okay. So if you want to purchase any product, right, you need to tell them how many routes your network is handling. Okay. So if you want to purchase a mobile, right, based on your requirement, you will purchase, right? Similarly, whatever the vendor, right, Cisco or Juniper, you need to go there with the sales team. You need to tell them, hey, I'm in my network there are 10 lakh routes minimum coming, 1 million routes. Can you please tell me the model to accept those 1 million routes? So memory and all. Okay, so they will suggest it. Okay, this is the model it can support up to. Yeah, and I have seen in small devices also, they can accept 1 million routes. Small devices like ASR 920. Yeah, they can accept it. Okay, understood, brother. So this is called
Done.
that is called design perspective. Your architect and the vendor salesperson can decide. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Can you go to that router? So when you are making the NSSA type 5 got removed, right? At area 18. Can you show the database? Can you
Why you
please?
will area 18 database? Yeah,
All type
okay.
5 now removed, right?
Yeah,
There
there is
would
no
be some
type 5.
default, right?
No,
Default
no,
routes
no.
would be there
Okay, yeah, for Google, right? You mean?
to reach Google.
It's not. It doesn't have actually. So it will stop, right? So let's see, do ping 8.8.8. So it will stop, right?
Uh,
The agenda of other is we need to stop, right?
then I think, as my understanding, there should be some default route to
No, no,
reach.
no. Actually, configure a stubby area, minimize the type 4, and you will have a default route. But your requirement is, I don't want completely from other, from other ISP. It is completely dedicated. So now you cannot see default route because you configure here as a NSSA area, right? If you go on R3, right? From R3 you may be ping because R3 is in which area? It is in area 0 also. So try to ping 8.8.8. It will ping it because 8.8.8 here. See Taifa LSA where you will see globally area 0. But here if area 18 R6, right? You don't see because it is completely stopping Taifa LSS. Are you seeing any 8.8 here, right?
As a solution, we can. I have seen some videos where somebody is suggesting that you can configure the default route and inject here.
Yeah. You can do that for routing. Whatever you want, you can do that. Inject here. Configure a
Hmm.
default route and inject here, or redistribute the routes again, or leaking the routes. There are a lot of things if you want to make communication. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can also leak the routes. You can also add, yeah, you can add default route here 0.0.0. So I'm on here, right? So you can go here like IP route 0.0.0.0 and 0.0.0.0. What is the gateway here? 192.168. It is 36.3 is my gateway. That's it. Now do ping 8.8. It will ping now. See, you can inject it. Default default, it won't inject any default route and it won't ping it. Same thing you can configure in here also R7, right? And the gateway is 67, right? 192.168.67.6. Now you can ping 8.8.8.8. It's pinging.
Correct.
Yeah, that's it.
Mm.
That's the solution. Okay. Yeah, that's all about OSPF, guys. Good call, caller. Thank you. Anyone having any questions? Okay, that's all for today. And I'm going to teach you EIGRP now itself. Can I go ahead for now? Okay, let me stop the recording now. Do you have any questions again? I'm asking. Anyone having any questions? Watch this video carefully and do the lab. Complete the OSPF real-time lab with NSSA area and Stubby area and Type LSS, Type 4, validate everything, and you will be the master in OSPF. In interview, they will ask you which routing protocol you're comfortable with. You need to tell OSPF. We have only one good routing protocol, OSPF, guys. ISIS is also there, but ISIS, OSPF both are same, but they will ask you on OSPF only. Okay? Yeah, please try to learn deeply OSPF. This is CCIE level, guys. Beyond that, we have a lot of things. There's a one more feature called Charm link, we can say, that you can learn extra. Now you know everything about OSPF. If any feature if you want to learn OSPF, you can easily learn. Yes or no, right? You know about OSPF everything, and if you want to know about OSPF, any other things, you can easily learn now. Yeah, from scratch to high level, you learn things. Okay, yeah, that's all for today. Thank you.